En çok ilgi uyandıran kahramanlardan bir tanesi olan eski askeri polis Jack Reacher, Lee Child'ın romanından Beyaz Perde'ye uyarlanmış ve geçtiğimiz hafta Beyaz Perde'deki macerasına başlamıştı. Yönetmenliğini ve senaristliğini Christopher McQuarrie'nin üstlendiği film, Lee Child'ın 9. romanı One Shot'tan uyarlanmıştı. Stüdyo Jack Reacher karakteri için Tom Cruise'la anlaştığında kitabın fanatikleri bir hayli hayal kırıklığına uğradı. Çünkü Tom Cruise fiziksel olarak orijinal Jack Reacher karakterine pek benzemiyordu. Orijinal Jack Reacher sarışın, uzun boylu, atletik ve iri yapılıydı. Aksine Tom Cruise ufak tefekti. Fakat Tom Cruise iyi bir karakter oyuncusu olduğundan Jack Reacher rolünü kotardı.
In the tradition of James Bond and Jason Bourne, acclaimed author Lee Child brings you the next phenomenon to make the jump from the page to the big screen: Jack Reacher.
It's like getting hit by lightning twice. You'd have to be delusional to say, yeah, 17 books from now I'm going to be sitting here with a global franchise.
Thank you for Jack Reacher. So much fun.
The movie Jack Reacher is taken from the 9th book in the series, One Shot, because it's a great introduction to Reacher.
There's a Jack Reacher to see you.
Jack Reacher is an ex-military investigator adrift in the civilian world. He always tries to stay out of trouble, and yet he can't walk away from something that needs fixing. He shows up, he solves the problem, and he moves on. What makes Reacher utterly unique is that he has no job, he has no location, so he can be anywhere and do anything.
It's your last chance to walk away.
You kidding? It's 5 against 1.
It's always tense when you move a character from a book to the screen, and Cruise is a fantastic Jack Reacher.
You think I'm a hero? I am not a hero. I'm in your blind spot, and I have nothing to lose.
He's an analog character in a digital age. Reacher is very human, but he has a level of competence in a particular area and independence that allows him to have an objectivity that most people don't in an environment in their lives. And he's someone who he wants to live his life and he wants his freedom, but he's a guy who gets pulled into these situations because of his curiosity, because of his sense of what's right, and also because he is so capable, that carries with it a responsibility. It's such an incredible character, an incredible story. The writing is my favorite kind of writing. It has, you know, the movie has a very unique and Chris McQuarrie-esque voice, that the adventure has wit, the characters have wit. You know, people when they see this film, they're going to be surprised by the level of humor that it has and the twists and turns. I said to Chris, I said, listen, if you're interested in me, I would like to, you know, I'd like to play it. And it's something I'd love to do.
Let's do it, guys.
3, 2, 1, action!
We had a car chase with one great resource, an actor who is a professional driver.
This Chevelle has a particular personality, and the stuff that I was going to be doing was extreme. I wanted to push the envelope.
We had the ability to shoot a car chase very literally. If the camera wasn't in danger, the shot wasn't worth doing.
It'll buff right out.
Tom comes to the process with no agenda other than making the best movie he can.
What I get excited about is the storytelling. Remember, you wanted this. And it's exciting driving those cars.
The name of the movie is Jack Reacher, starring Tom Cruise, and it's about Jack Reacher. It's Lee Child's iconic character, and it's us introducing him to a greater audience. Don Granger brought me the book right after Valkyrie. I had been working with Tom and Don on that movie, and Don brought me the book asked me if I was interested in adapting it into a screenplay, and I read it and fell immediately in love with this character and the way he looks at the world, the way he moves around the world, and knew right away that I wanted to be involved. Jack Reacher is a former military investigator. He was born into the military. He's always lived abroad. He's an American who's never lived in America. And at a certain point in his life, he decided he'd had enough of the military and decided to come home to the States. And now he's sort of searching for something, we're not sure what. Lee was so fantastic and so supportive throughout. And I think largely because Lee and I really clicked on what we thought was most important about this character to bring out, which was his mind.
It's a nice script, a nice part, you know, a nice cameo, big cameo, and to work with Tom again. I had worked with him years ago on Days of Thunder, and it was a delight to be able to do that. He has a wonderful career, and he is a deserving one. And the guy, he does some very interesting stuff, his own stunts. I don't know how the insurance people get around that. But yeah, you try to follow your friends' careers, yeah, and ones you respect. It was great, you know. A lot of laughs, a lot of hugs, a lot of joking around, you know, and it was good. We picked up right where we left off. It's been many years, but and we've been through different passageways and different transformations, but it was nice. It was nice, the kind of guy that, and he's a fine actor. When you talk and listen and talk like we're doing now, which is the beginning and the end of the whole process of acting anyway, he's right there with you every time, right there. When I did Days of Thunder with him, we went around the track, which didn't interest me, the stock car racing. And when it was over and I got out, I was kind of dizzy. They come over and said, that guy, the kid.
I didn't know about the Lee Child novels, and when I first read the script, I just, you know, I just was completely gripped by it. And then I read the novel, and then I realized what a great adaptation of the novel it was, in a sense, because, you know, the novel exists very much on its own as a sort of piece of, I don't know, novel noir. And but what Chris has managed to do with the script is make that very much film as opposed to a novel, and those two mediums are different, and he's done a fantastic job. I play Detective Emerson, who's the lead detective on this particular case. The case being a sniper shooting here in Pittsburgh. 5 people have been killed. And basically I'm first on the scene. But the distinctive thing about this particular sniper is he's clearly has military training. And so Reacher, played by Tom Cruise, comes in as an ex-military policeman. So he has expertise in this, in the sense that he can, he knows the mind.
I have been in quite a few films before as an actor, and I do believe that Chris McQuarrie and Tom Cruise saw some of my performances, and they wanted to have me in the film. Apparently because I'm the one who looks dangerous before I even speak. So it comes easy to me to play a part where I'm hostile and dangerous and vile and debased and dysfunctional. With Tom Cruise, very easy, because he's such a professional. And whether I'm behind the camera or in front of the camera, it's always, always wonderful to work with the real professionals. A part of that, he comes utterly prepared. He's very, very kind. He's very kind and very respectful with his entire environment. So he immediately creates a climate where you really want to engage, where you really want to work.
Ready and action! Action!
Yeah. Okay, there's